I hope you guys are ready for the training today because we are going to be talking about pricing, how to put the right price on your goods so that you end up selling at a competitive price and still make a good profit and not lose out thinking you have made sales. We are going to be dividing this class into two sections. We have the online pricing class, which we'll be treating today, and the physical store pricing class, which will take place next Sunday. I hope you have subscribed, turn up your notification bell so that as soon as we post that video, you will be first to see it. Let's go into today's class, which is how to price as an online vendor, be it dropshipper, wholesaler, or a retailer. Are you ready? Come on. As a dropshipper, you are selling to a final consumer, meaning somebody who is buying for self-use or probably gifting it out. The person is not reselling. You are selling as a dropshipper or retailer to the person. This is how to put your price. Let's pick a jewelry for instance. A jewelry set of 10,000 naira. The question is, how do you put your price on a jewelry cost 10,000 naira? First, note that you need to know the purchase price first. That is the price your vendor is posting it for. That means that is the price you are buying it from. Secondly, you need to know the cost of delivering that particular goods to your customer. You also need to know the cost of boxing your goods. Probably you want to put it in a nice box, in a nice packaging. You need to know the cost of that before you add your profits. Let's quickly make an example. We have a jewelry you bought for 10,000 naira. How do you put price on this? What is the cost of delivery? You need to know the location or the address the customer is sending this particular product to. By so, you'll be able to know the proper price or delivery cost to that particular place. Let's say you're in Lagos, you want to make a delivery to a customer in Ibadan. From Lagos to Ibadan is around 2,000 to 2,500 naira at cost of delivery. So you need to note that down. First, the price of purchase, which is 10,000 naira. Secondly, the price of delivery, which is 2,500 at maximum. Some collect 2,000. So at maximum, 2,500. What is the cost of packaging? Do you want a very nice box with a bag with it? This costs extra money. If you're adding that to your goods, you need to know the cost of it so that you present your jewelry nicely packed to your customer. Let's say a jewelry box of 1,000 naira or 1,500, depending on how big the jewelry is, because jewelry boxes varies in size and varies in price. So let's say you're using a jewelry box of 1,500 naira and you want a very cute bag that you would use to present this to your customer. That also costs 1,000 naira, if I'm correct. Now, look at all this cost. The purchase cost is 10,000 naira. The delivery cost is 2,500. The cost of packaging, the 1,500 plus 1,000, I'm making it 2,500. You need to add all this together before adding a profit to it. So 10,000 plus 2,500 plus 2, another 2,500, that is 15,000 naira already without adding your own profit. These are costs of buying the goods, packaging it, and bringing it down to your customer's address or location. What is your profit? How do you determine your profit? I'd say not less than 30% to 50%, some even 100%, depending on the brand you're building. If you're a luxury brand, you might want to cost more, but I recommend nothing less than 30% to 50% of the purchase price. 50% of 10,000 naira is 5,000 naira. 30% of 10,000 naira is 3,000 naira. So between 3,000 naira to 5,000 naira will be your profit on a purchase of 10,000 naira that you're buying from your vendor. Do not forget you have added the cost of delivery, box, and packaging, which already gives us 15,000 naira. So when you're adding your 5,000 naira profit, that means you're to sell this particular jewelry set at 20,000 naira. I understand your customers would want to negotiate with you. What is stopping you from adding extra fees so that when they negotiate, you know how to bring it down back for them? Let's say you add an extra 2,000 naira to it. So you can easily post this jewelry at 22,000 naira. That means when they negotiate, then you bring it down to the 20,000 naira price you've calculated. If they drag you down to 19,000, 19,500, it's still within what you can handle, right? Or better still, add more to it. Instead of adding 2,000 naira to the initial price you calculated to the 20,000, you can make it 25,000. And when the price, drag it with them and bring it down to 20,000. Let me tell you a secret. When a customer price you, do not drag down to the last price immediately. They will feel like you are still getting more profit. It's not like I encourage pricing. I would say have a fixed price for your goods. You need to grow to that level. You need to build your brand to that level. But for now, when you cost your goods at 25,000 naira, when they negotiate, bring it down a bit, struggle and then bring it down again. Do you understand? Do not just go from 25,000 naira to 20,000 naira. That is my best price. They will feel like you are still cheating them. So you need to make them feel like they are cheating you now. Then a customer will feel comfortable enough to buy. Try as much as possible to start building a very stable price brand. That is, your price are fixed. That way you do not have to spend so much time talking to a customer when you can use that same time to attend to other customers, especially when you now start having more customers. There are other ways to also bring down your price. In case you are selling to students, in case you are selling to workers, or you have this customer that I told you is budget and do not have much. So there are ways that you can still bring down this price from 20,000 naira to the barest minimum. Now you can go ahead and ask the customer if they would like the box or the package that you're using to package it for them. You let them know, okay, I included a box and a packaging that will make your goods come very nicely to you. Since your budget is also amount, can we remove that for you so that it will bring down, you'll be able to afford it. That way you are telling them that you care and you really want them to get this product, and you are able to still bring down the cost of the goods by removing some things that you feel like they might not just need or might not be a necessity to them. By the time you share this with them, some of them would consider it and ask you to remove it, while some would love it. Maybe they want to gift it to a friend or a colleague. So they would know that, okay, the package is coming very, very nicely packed. You can also reduce your costs by splitting your delivery fee. If you have about 3-4 customers that are buying from you in the same location, you can then go ahead to reduce the delivery cost from their price so that the price can also be reduced because you're packing those goods with just one delivery cost. You can also ask your vendor if they have a peer delivery. That is, they can pair you with somebody who is in the same location as you so that you both will be able to share the delivery costs. There is a disadvantage to this because both of you are just customers to the vendor. He or she might not know whom is with a good act, but then this is a way to reduce your cost of delivery. Another way is by doing a stock pie, meaning you can buy your goods in period of 1 month, compile them together, and it will be sent out to you when you're ready to pay for the delivery. You'll be able to reduce your cost of delivery and buy more goods so that you can sell out fast. These are other ways you can reduce your cost from selling at 20,000 naira. By the time you reduce all these things, it will still come down to probably 16,000 naira, and this might be convenient enough for your customer to patronize. Please note that when you're selling for one customer, you have to consider all the factors I have listed to enable the customer buy and receive his or her goods immediately. But when you are considering the cost and trying to reduce it for the customer, it might not be a fast delivery because you're waiting for someone else to pair with you, or you're stockpiling, or you're trying to gather more customers so that you can reduce cost of delivery. So this second one reduces the cost but might not be fast. The first one, the customer is buying outrightly at the appropriate cost and he or she receives his goods faster. So whichever one works for you, you can apply it, test run the both and see what works for you. How to price as an wholesaler. As an wholesaler, you do not need to bother yourself about the box, the delivery fee. You are selling to people that are reselling. So those ones are to bother about the boxing and the waybill. You are selling at an wholesale price and your prices are fixed. You may now have discount prices for people buying more than one, probably from 3 to 12 to 10, just to reduce a little amount for them because they are buying more. So how do you price your goods as an wholesaler? Price your goods by calculating 10% of what the cost of the goods is, the purchase price of the goods. We were using the example of a 10,000 naira jewelry. So let's say as an wholesaler, you want to post a 10,000 naira jewelry in your wholesale group where you sell to sellers that are buying to resell. The 10% of 10,000 naira is 1,000 naira. That means you are adding 1,000 naira to the 10,000 naira price, making it 11,000 naira for the product. It is not negotiable. However, you can have a system where you give them discounts for buying 3, for buying 6, for buying 12, and the case may be. Maybe from 3 pieces and above, you can reduce maybe 100 naira from it. Say you are selling one for 11,000. You can now say from 3 pieces and above, you can get it for 10,900 per one. So this way, whoever is buying like 20, 10, 12, 3 pieces even would get an 100 naira discount from everything they're buying. Yes, you do not need to bother about the delivery or the cost of boxing. If you have more questions, use the comments below here on YouTube. Send me a message on the comments. Ask me questions, contribute your own. We would like you to engage with us. Until next time, my name is Queen B. Do not miss the next training where we'll be teaching you how to put pricing on your goods as a physical seller. You have a physical store or you're planning to have a physical store someday. Do not miss the next training. I would see you there. Subscribe and turn on your notification bell now. See you.